Hey everybody, how's it going? I just wanted to post another video real quick. I just wanted to kind of go over feeding for me. Basically, I'm going to record this in two sections. My girl's going to come in a minute. She's going to record me. I'll let her record me doing a couple of the feedings. However, I just wanted to go over beforehand what I do to get the frozen rats thawed. And basically, I know a lot of people have their different ways. What I do is I actually, about lunchtime when I'm at work, for me it's easy that way. I work at an apartment complex I live at. What I do is I actually take the rats out, put them in a container, and let them soak in lukewarm water. That water gets cold, doesn't matter. They soak for a few hours, it defrosts them. Later on in the evening, whether it be usually around 7 o'clock after I've come home, done dinner and all that stuff, what I'll do is I rinse them, I go through them, I make sure they're all defrosted and good, and I give them fresh warm water to soak in. And then what I do is I put some water on the stove. I don't get it to boiling, nothing like that, though I do get it close. But what I do is I'll fill up a second container halfway with water, and I'll mix in some of that hot water that I had on the stove, little by little, mixing it real well until I get the temperature that I want, and I transfer the mice from the other container to that one. And that's what I have here. I don't dry them. I don't bother. My snakes don't get that much treatment, that much luxury. But they eat it just fine. I don't really have a problem with them except for with 3. Those 3 just don't eat frozen thawed. I do have them on live now that I'm producing some. I used to feed live. I went to frozen thawed just because it was harder and harder and more expensive to get the live rats. But now that I'm producing myself, I intend to start going back to live. I'm just debating whether or not I'm going to start killing before I feed. I've been looking at the method, the CO2 method, so I might do that. I don't know yet. Anyways, I'm going to cut out here for a minute, and I'll be back in a moment to record a couple clips of me feeding. I won't record the entire thing, and I did actually move the incubator back into the snake room. Alright guys, so here we go. On camera today, this is just going to be a short video, so I'm only going to show you me feeding 2. Like I said, I don't go and dry them off for the snakes or nothing like that. 9 out of 10, they're fine. This girl may not eat simply because she had a male in with her just recently, but we'll see how she feels when she actually sees a rat. See, she ain't showing no signs of interest. She ain't flicking her tongue. She ain't flipping her head up. She doesn't want it. She's not interested in the slightest. So sometimes it's good to just know your snake. Don't keep pestering them if they're not going to take it. If they're not going to take it, trying to pester them will often drive them even further from being willing to. And you may make it so that they won't take it on the next offering. I'll actually come through and offer a couple times in this night alone. Any of my snakes that eat, especially my girls that are breeding, I will offer to multiple times in a single night. I feed small rats. I don't go up to mediums for the most part. So whenever I feed them, I defrost plenty. And I'll do usually about 15 at a time, because that's what I order them in, is 15 bag batches. And what I do is, certain ones I know won't eat multiple times, I'll offer to them once. If they take it, great. If they don't, some of them, like I said, they won't eat if it's not live. The ones that do eat only ones, I'll still offer them a second time. But if they don't take it that second time, I don't keep offering it either. Now, as far as the ones that do eat multiples, they're usually the bit larger snakes. My females that are breeding, my snakes that are 1,500 or above, hell, even 1,000 grams and above, they'll usually eat 2 of these small rats. So what I do is I offer them one. I give it about half an hour, 45 minutes. I come back and I offer a second round. I'm basically doing it like courses. I come through, here's your first course, here's your second course. So that's just my theory on it. I'm not going to be feeding Aphrodite tonight. She's got Eros in with her. I'd actually wanted to take him out and offer her food, but once again, they're locked up. That pair locks so well, I cannot keep them apart. I put them in and they lock up. They lock up and they lock up. Every time I try and check on them so I can pull the male out, They're locked up again. Hungry? Startled you a little bit? See, because I startled her, she may not eat, but she might. She was actually, if I remember correctly, the one who didn't really want to eat last week for some reason, so she's not breeding. She's too small. She's a grow out right now. She's looking like she's either about to run from it or strike at it. I don't know which. So I'm going to keep taunting her with it. Yeah, she's going for it. Where is she? See, now I left it in there with her longer because she was showing interest. But after a good minute, she seemed to back off of it. Now that she's repositioned herself, I'll offer one more time. Alright, so she's not taking it just yet. She more than likely will take when I go around with the second offerings in a little while. Now try not to let them fall in the water dish with the food. Don't be afraid. Oh, I didn't mean to drop it, but don't be afraid to scoot them over. Especially if they come over the edge of the tank. I've had that happen before in the past. Got a girl come right up to the edge of the tank, waiting, anticipating that food. I open the tank and she out there coming slithering out to strike at the rat. And she grabs it outside of the tank. I let her go, she's going on the floor. Don't be afraid to grab the snake and put it back in. Once they lock on, most of the time they're not going to let go right away. They want that food. Alright everybody, like I said, I was only going to do a couple on video. I'm going to continue feeding. I'll be doing a second round and probably a third round later on. So, please hit like, subscribe if you'd like to follow me. And yeah, give me some advice, some things you'd like to see in the description, in the comments below. Thank you very much. Y'all have a good day.